Take a breath, take it deep, calm yourself. He says to me, if you play for keeps. Take a gun and count to 3. I'm sweating now, moving slow, no time to think. My turn to go, and you can see my heart beating. You can see it through my chest. And I'm terrified, but I'm not leaving. Know that I must pass this test. So just pull the trigger. Say a prayer to yourself. He says close your eyes. Sometimes it helps. And then I get a scary thought that he means here he's never lost. And you can see my heart beating. You can see it through my chest. And I'm terrified, but I'm not leaving. I know that I must pass this test. So just pull the trigger. As my life flashes before my eyes, I'm wondering, will I ever see another sunrise? So many won't get the chance to say goodbye, but it's too late to pick up the value of my life. And you can see my heart beating. You can see it through my chest. And I'm terrified, but I'm not leaving. Know that I must pass this test. So just pull the trigger. You know what? I like that song. It's Rihanna's Russian Roulette. And I remember the first time I heard it, I heard the melody and the tone, and I knew that I liked it. But then when I found out what it was about, I was like, no, that song is not about that. But you know, I always take everything and I make it my own and have my own experience with it. And for me, with that song, to me, it talks about for me living your life freely, you know, and basically it's saying that once you agree to live your life freely, there's no turning back, because it's like you're playing Russian roulette. Because when you decide to live your life freely and to enjoy your life, you know, you're playing against the world and by the systems of the mores. And basically, you know, it's saying, okay, hey, you want to live your life freely, you know, this is a choice that you're making. But once you start playing, you can't turn back. You can't turn back, you know, because it says here, he tells her, you know, take a breath, calm yourself, and if you're playing for keeps. So it's like, okay, you know the game that's going to be played, you know what the risks are. But if you decide to have that freedom and liberate yourself, then then you know there's a chance you might not make it out, you know, because freedom isn't free, you know. And every day that you proclaim to be free in any way, mentally, spiritually, verbally, you are potentially playing a game of Russian roulette, because in doing that you can, I mean, what you're doing is you're making yourself vulnerable by being open like that. So that's the way I took it. I didn't explain the way I took it as well as I would have liked to, but I think you get the point. Pretty much, it's a game of Russian roulette. When you come into this world, you enjoy it and you're being free, because you're playing a game. Either you're gonna be allowed to be free, you know, because somehow the bullet missed you, or I mean, you're gonna catch a bullet for it. So, but that song has meaning to me. I don't think I described effectively the way that I would have wanted to portray it, you know, in words. But at any rate, I like that song. I like Rihanna's songs. You know, they're kind of like sultry in the bad girl, you know, but not really bad, but just alternative thinking. And I have like I said, a different interpretation of that song. It has nothing to do with the literal sense, but more figuratively, you know. once you decide to be successful and be happy, you you're playing a game of Russian roulette. You know, that stepping out and taking that chance could liberate you. And I hate to talk about this because people don't like to talk about it, but you know, the literal meaning of the song, I guess, would be suicide. But if you think about it in figurative terms, the same thing. You know, if you're a person that's in the dumps like that, or you know, whatever the situation is, when you step out into another realm, it's like it's either going to liberate you or you're going to be condemned forever. Because if you try something like that and you don't make it, boy, oh boy, you can guarantee if your life wasn't messed up before, it's going to be from that point forward, because you're going to be on medication, you're going to be stigmatized, and people are going to, I mean, you just, you know, so it's just like, that's the same thing with being free, you know. If you be free in a bold way, it's like playing Russian roulette, because either you're gonna make it and you're gonna see the other side and be happy, or you're going to let's not talk about that. But anyways, you can see my heart beating. You can see it through my chest. And I'm terrified, but I'm not leaving. I know that I must pass this test. And this test is life, y'all. Pass it. Pass it. Don't go nowhere. Stay here with me. God bless.